Every gardener knows the frustration of bare spots. Those stubborn patches where grass refuses to grow, weeds take over, or soil stays exposed no matter what you do. Whether you're dealing with deep shade, dry slopes, or high traffic areas, the right evergreen ground cover can turn those problem spaces into lush, vibrant features of your garden. After years of experimenting, I've found 7 ground covers that not only stay green all year but also suppress weeds, add texture, and require minimal upkeep. Creeping phlox is a showstopper, giving you year-round greenery and an explosion of color in early spring. It forms a dense, carpet-like mat with needle-like foliage that stays evergreen even in winter. When it blooms, it transforms into a blanket of pink, purple, blue, or white flowers that attract pollinators and brighten up any space. This ground cover thrives in full sun and well-drained soil, making it perfect for rocky areas, slopes, and along pathways. It's drought-tolerant once established, so you won't have to fuss over it. The key to keeping creeping phlox looking fresh year-round is an occasional trim after flowering to encourage healthy new growth. For those tough, shady spots where nothing else seems to grow, Japanese spurge is a lifesaver. Its glossy, deep green leaves create a thick, low-growing carpet that remains vibrant year-round. In early spring, it produces small, white flowers that add a subtle, decorative touch, though its main appeal is its evergreen foliage. Japanese spurge is ideal for planting under trees, along shaded borders, or in woodland-style gardens. It prefers moist, well-drained soil but becomes drought-tolerant once established. It spreads gradually, forming a dense mat that chokes out weeds and eliminates the need for constant maintenance. If you've got a dull shaded corner that needs a lush, polished look, this ground cover will work wonders. Creeping Jenny is one of my favorite ground covers because of its vibrant, trailing foliage. Its round, golden-green leaves spill over edges beautifully, making it perfect for softening garden paths, containers, or even cascading over walls. This plant thrives in both full sun and partial shade, though it takes on a brighter golden hue in more sunlight. It loves moisture and works exceptionally well in rain gardens or damp areas where other plants struggle. However, it spreads rapidly, so it's best to plant it in a contained space unless you want fast coverage over a large area. If you have an awkward bare patch near a pond, walkway, or garden border, Creeping Jenny will brighten it up with little effort. For a sleek, polished look, Mondo grass is an excellent alternative to traditional turf. This evergreen ground cover forms dense, clumping tufts of narrow, deep green leaves that provide a tidy, uniform appearance year-round. Mondo grass does well in both sun and shade, though it prefers partial shade for best growth. It's low maintenance, drought-tolerant, and spreads gradually to fill in gaps. It's particularly useful between stepping stones along walkways or as a border plant. Unlike some spreading ground covers that can get out of control, Mondo grass stays where you put it and requires minimal upkeep. Periwinkle is a workhorse in the garden, providing reliable evergreen coverage with minimal effort. It features glossy, trailing leaves and produces charming purple-blue flowers in spring and sporadically through summer. It thrives in shade and partial sun, making it ideal for covering ground beneath trees, around shrubs, or along fences where grass struggles. Periwinkle spreads efficiently through trailing stems that root as they go, forming a thick, weed-resistant mat. It's adaptable to various soil conditions from dry to slightly moist, making it a low-maintenance solution for problem areas. Ajuga, also known as bugleweed, is a bold and colorful ground cover that offers both beautiful foliage and seasonal blooms. Its low-growing habit and unique leaf colors, ranging from deep green to bronze and purple, add texture and interest to any space. This plant thrives in full sun to partial shade and prefers well-drained soil. In spring it sends up striking spikes of blue or purple flowers that attract bees and butterflies. Ajuga spreads via runners, making it a fast and effective way to cover bare spots. It's excellent for erosion control, filling in around stepping stones, or creating a living mulch around taller plants. If you love the charm of a woodland garden, sweet woodruff is a must-have. Its soft, star-shaped leaves form a lush green carpet that remains vibrant year-round, and in spring it produces delicate white flowers with a light, sweet fragrance. Sweet woodruff prefers shade to partial shade and thrives in moist, well-drained soil. It spreads steadily but not aggressively, making it a wonderful choice for underplanting trees, edging shaded walkways, or filling in gaps between larger plants. With these 7 evergreen ground covers, there's no reason to let bare spots take away from the beauty of your garden. Whether you need fast coverage, weed suppression, or a touch of seasonal color, these plants will transform even the most challenging areas into lush, thriving spaces. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with fellow gardeners. Let's keep our gardens beautiful, green, and full of life all year long.